Nobody would suggest that we allow anyone to just build nuclear warheads if they want. That would be insane. And mark my words, AI is far more dangerous.
By the way, any technology we should fear. Yes, of course, because it was stuff humans couldn't do at the time. It was superhuman, that it can calculate missile trajectories around the world for intercontinental ballistic missiles. So this would be AI possibly ending civilization.
The recent exponential growth in the AI arena sends chills to everyone careful enough to notice. Some people think it's overreacting to average technological development, whereas others feel that the phenomenon is far from ordinary. But who's telling the truth? The expert opinions of Neil deGrasse and Elon Musk might be a perfect starting point. Talking of a perfect pair, it is evident that these duos have something in common. Well, apart from AI, which is space expertise. From here, the two differ quite interestingly. So how about a decent introduction to their backgrounds? After all, we want to know Musk and Mr. Tyson enough to see if their AI warnings will be valid. Starting with Neil Tyson. He is an astrophysicist, author, and science communicator born in New York City 8 years past the mid of the previous century. deGrasse is very popular for his expertise and opinions about stars, galaxies, and pretty much the entire cosmos. The direct result of his passion is the Hayden Planetarium in New York, where he works to make science accessible to everyone. And yes, he has a journalistic part that gives him access to interesting programs like Cosmos, a space-time odyssey, plus a podcast called The Star Talk, which pretty much deals with everything beyond the sky. That said, this astrophysicist is well-versed with a little bit of tech. He's written at least 50,000 lines of code, giving him some authority in tech. On the other hand, we have a more popular, sarcastic, and outgoing Musk, whom most of us know. But for the sake of Mars inhabitants unaware of what is going on Earth, let's give Musk a little intro. Elon Musk is every person you can think of. He's a space expert, electric car maker, tunnel borer, cyborg creator, and a couple of other tech things too. To this extent, he has a level of respect to say something about the currently exploding AI technology, which, for your information, has gotten bigger and extremely intelligent. Well, Musk and deGrasse have some interesting warnings to give about AI, some of which will intrigue you. At the same time, others will make you sober. However, as you continue watching this video, you will realize that their opinions differ somewhat. Let's start with Musk, who is, in this case, more into tech than deGrasse. Elon Musk is not new in sounding AI warnings to the world. Long before we even had a glimmer of ChatGPT, he had already sounded warnings about the dangers of AI, and for that many thought he was having a temporary lapse of sanity.
I think the danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads, by a lot. And nobody would suggest that we allow anyone to just build nuclear warheads if they want. That would be insane. And mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes. Far. So why do we have no regulatory oversight?
Back in World War II, the world was introduced to a dangerously powerful weapon previous generations had never seen: the nuclear bomb. Thanks to this invention, the whole cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki hit the proverbial bottom, and millions were killed as a result. Now Elon Musk dared to suggest that AI was more powerful than any nuclear weapon, which we tend to think was so bold of him. Some of his peers in the tech arena, like Mark Zuckerberg, couldn't hide their amusement at Elon Musk's statement and ended up calling him a doomsday prophet. But we all know how Musk is. He's always relentless in what he believes in. His efforts never stopped, even in 2023. They just heightened after the introduction of OpenAI's invention ChatGPT, which has held masses in awe. Musk boldly signed a letter that calls for stopping further AI development for 6 months. In addition, the SpaceX and Tesla CEO has given us reasons to believe his warnings after promising to come up with his AI called TruthGPT. His best way of fighting AI is using another AI which is more truthful and friendly to humans. Yet Musk is not alone in warning about the dangers of AI. Experts are starting to believe that Musk foresaw the future of AI a decade ago. It is becoming more evident to AI experts that AI is gaining more knowledge and expertise in a way that is a little too good to be safe. It looks like GPT-4, Google's Lambda, and several others in the market pose a significant risk due to the trillions of data they handle about humans. Eventually, the whole globe will be directly affected by AI sooner or later. Then again, there's the widespread outcry that AI will take over human jobs, which to some degree is true. A lot of automation might eventually lead to some people losing their sources of income to machines. But this is not such a big worry to Musk. Elon Musk is concerned about the physical harm AI might pose to humanity, eventually calling it humans' existential crisis. While this may sound a little extreme to most folks, Musk explained that it's because experts hate to admit that a machine can be more intelligent than them.
The biggest issue I see with so-called AI experts is that they think they know more than they do. And they think they're smarter than they actually are. In general, we are all much smarter than we think we are, but much less smart, dumber than we think we are. This tends to plague smart people. They just can't. They define themselves by their intelligence, and they don't like the idea that a machine could be way smarter than them, so they discount the idea, which is fundamentally flawed. That's the wishful thinking situation. I'm really very close to the cutting edge in AI, and it scares the hell out of me. It's capable of vastly more than almost anyone knows, and the rate of improvement is exponential.
We cannot deny the fact that some AI has proven experts wrong in their own game. AlphaZero, for instance, beat the best chess player in the world, and there are similar stories in almost every other field intruded by AI. Simply put, Elon Musk strongly believes that AI is risky, and he's not alone. Neil's apprehension about AI is similar to Elon Musk's. As a prominent science communicator in the science field for over 4 decades, deGrasse takes a slightly different approach. The first thing about deGrasse, which you will appreciate, is that he doesn't succumb to the doomsday narrative about AI. We have all heard the scary warnings and stories about AI taking over the world, with the horrors being backed up by science fiction movies. Nevertheless, deGrasse will give everyone some relief. According to this renowned space expert, the panic about GPT-4 and AI is all for nothing. As a matter of fact, AI was calculating real complex algorithms and math before GPT-4. Then suddenly, when people realize that a computer can hold conversations like an average human, everyone is scared about AI. Let's admit this. AI was brilliant even before ChatGPT. The only difference between now and then is the amount of attention this technology has attracted. As a result, millions of people are realizing just how powerful technology has grown over the years, right under their noses. Yet again, Neil deGrasse admits that the computer's ability to calculate a missile's trajectory is risky.
By the way, any technology we should fear. Yes, of course. When computers could calculate gravitational forces, they're the nefarious people, basically every country would now calculate trajectories for missiles using computers.
Yeah.
That is AI with the capacity to be highly destructive. I'll call it AI because it was stuff humans couldn't do at the time. It was superhuman, that it can calculate missile trajectories around the world for intercontinental ballistic missiles. So this would be AI possibly ending civilization.
AI is simply doing what humans don't care to do in a matter of seconds. That alone is scary and makes it a significant risk. But before you wear your worrying gear, Neil deGrasse takes a different and, in fact, more exciting opinion about AI ever replacing human jobs. The historical flaw in the reasoning is to presume that when jobs disappear, there will be no jobs for people to do. More people are employed in the world than ever before, yet none of them is making buggy whips. Just because you can't see a new job sector in the horizon doesn't mean it is not there. AI has obviously shaken people's courage in facing future employment possibilities. Yet from history, we have learned enough to know that new and exciting opportunities arise with the effacing of old jobs. More excitedly, deGrasse acknowledged the thousands of benefits he could grab from AI. Now that computers have mastered language and culture, my first thought is, let it do thankless language stuff that nobody really wants to do anyway, and for which people hardly ever get visible credit, like writing manuals or brochures, or figure captions or wiki pages. But we must agree on this. Both Musk and deGrasse agree that AI has a level of risk to humanity. Let's borrow a leaf from Elon's nuke statement and make an analogy. Picture AI as a weapon. A weapon in itself is harmless if nothing touches it. Nonetheless, AI in the hands of a wrong person can cause unprecedented harm to humanity. This is the risk of AI. Elon Musk's outcry to organizations and governments for the longest time is regulation. This will simply put AI away from the wrong hands. Elon Musk believes that the most powerful person in the world is the one who has absolute control over the world's AI. While technology continues to advance, there's a need for an overseeing body to ensure some control over safety and responsibility. Neil Tyson noted that quite a number of countries are eventually appointing AI ministers to oversee the whole AI process. This might be the only way out of rapidly developing AI. Finally, let's wrap it up with Neil Tyson's words. At times like this, one can futilely try to ban the progress of AI. The best way out is regulation of some sort. Otherwise, DeGrasse believes that what AI will never know is something that is not on the internet. Do you support the regulation of AI? Why or why not? Feel free to share your views in the comment section below. To this end, thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can always get notified when we post the latest and most exciting tech news that you would not want to miss.